thought we were done for.
So she's the same sort of Mog as Bienfu?
My phone.
You're Grimoire, right? We've been looking for you. We need your help. Who are you? I'm Velvet. I know your witch friend.
Oh.
Grim, so wonderful to see you. It's been forever!
Ah, you two. Still as outlandish a pair as ever, I see.
How exactly do you know her?
Witch training? She was an upperclassman.
And?
We found this fascinating ancient tome, and we were hoping you could read it for us.
Goodness, Magilu. You, of all people, joining a team? I didn't know you had it in you.
That keep me entertained.
Well, I don't need entertainment.
Bien! Come on, Grim! Isn't there any way you can help us?
It's not the kind of thing I do.
Oh, what a shame. Things happen. Well, we tried, didn't we?
Maybe you need some incentivizing. Do it. I'm serious. I bet you are. Your eyes tell me you're dangerous. Trouble follows you like a hawk tails a rabbit. And at my age, trouble is something I'd rather avoid.
How old are you?
Ask me again and you'll get a firework in the tush.
My apologies.
It appears we've wasted our time.
A walk on the beach is never wasted, but sorry.
Well, how did you learn to read the ancient tongue? Are there books for studying it or something?
My. Are you actually thinking of learning it on your own?
Well, I love reading, and I want to learn more about history. Besides, we need what's in this book.
You have passion, child, I'll give you that.
Not to mention you want to be helpful to Velvet, don't you, kid?
Yeah.
My tuition isn't cheap, you know.
You will teach me?
No, I won't. But I admire your dedication enough to read it for you. Now where's this book?
Here it is, ma'am.
You needn't be so formal.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Not ma'am. Right.
Let's see what we're looking at here. The language of ancient Averost. Had to be the hard one, of course. A lot of wear and tear, too. This'll take some time. We're in a hurry.
That may well be, but this isn't the place for study. Let's move to someplace more comfortable.
You've redeemed yourself, young man. There's a village called Haria just a little ways away.
That works. Thank you.
Fine. Haria Village. Whatever gets the job done.
Haria. Isn't that the village with that demon that Oscar and Teresa were talking about?
I think it might be. We should remain on our guard.
That's Haria Village.
To the inn, one and all!
Lance is in the other room. Ah.
We could use a place to stay. Any rooms open?
Yep. Just finished cleaning, in fact. You can help yourself to that room there.
All right, time to start deciphering this scroll.
Let's wait somewhere outside so Grim can concentrate.
Do you think maybe I could stay and watch? I really do want to study the ancient tongue. I promise I'll be quiet and not get in your way, teacher.
What did you just say, child?
That I'd be quiet and...
No, what did you call me?
Teacher? You said you didn't want to be called ma'am, so I thought maybe that'd work.
Yes, satisfactory. All right. I'll teach you how to read Ancient Averost.
Thank you so much, teacher!
We'll leave you two alone then. Let us know if anything comes up.
Banning local religions. The Abbey sure knows how to oppress the populace.
I'd imagine that comes part and parcel with spreading the good word. Other gods would only get in the way.
From what we overheard, it sounds like they've taken over Amenoch's temple, Palamedes, to use as their base of operations.
Sealing it off would be provocative enough, but straight up taking it over? Not a lot of so-called reason to that. Unless... Do you think they need it for some other purpose?
Shrug.
So she digs being called teacher. Well played, Laphicet.
She wasn't so fond of ma'am, so I guess he figured he needed an alternative.
You can tell how badly he wanted to help her with the languagey work. I think our Malak boy's finally finding himself.
So it would seem.
What connection do you think there is between the violent demon Teresa mentioned and this village?
Couldn't tell you.
Could there have been a demon blight breakout here? This village doesn't look like it's been attacked, but...
Whatever it is. If it keeps the Abbey's eyes off us for once, that's good enough for me.
You really will use anything and everything towards your own aims, won't you?
Yep, and that includes you. As I'm sure you've noticed.
Sounds like Tofu's getting into trouble again. Wonder what he did this time.
It sounds like deciphering the text might take some time.
We should be prepared to wait it out here a while. Hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end.
I hope so too. But ancient Averost is complex. It's not just a matter of knowing the grammar and vocabulary.
Oh? Then how exactly do you read it?
I'm not sure about the specifics myself, but from what I understand, you kind of have to intuit a lot of it.
A language based on guesswork? Thanks, old dead people. You're officially the worst. Ancient Averost. You have the obstinacy of a spurned lover who refuses to move on.
Even for you, teacher?
It's this one crucial line. I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, from what you've taught me so far, it looks like it says... Sa, Popo, Mucho, Sancho.
Correct, but if you merely translate it word for word,
Well,
it
I
ends
was
up saying,
extremely shy
the
and I
parent
did
hates
online
tomatoes,
dating, and
the
that's how I
child
advanced.
eggplants.
Because I was more comfortable
I
with
doubt those
typing
have much to
than
do with the
actually
Nominat.
talking to a
Yeah.
person face to face.
Their grammar is nothing like ours. Sometimes you have to reorder the words, and even then the meaning can require leaps of logic and flashes of intuition.
Reordering? So like... San-san, Pocho, Pocho, Pocho Musan, Pocho Musan. Can you read it that way?
Hocho Muson. Now where did you get that from?
These words are lined up, like they repeat. And when I read this part that same way, it just felt right.
Hocho Muson. If that's repeated here, then the passage turns into... the Nameless Empyrean.
Empyrean!
Ho ho, that has to refer to Innominat. I think we're on to something. Alright, so if we apply this rule here, then... It would seem to be a book of children's counting songs.
It's not about Innominat?
What matters is what the song says, child. And I think you will be very interested in the words.
I wonder if they've made any progress yet.
Shall we go check on them?
Well, any results?
Yes. Well, thanks to the boy here. As it turns out, he has quite the knack for languages.
Only because I've got the best teacher.
Careful, honey tongue. You'll give this old girl ideas. Huh? Now, child, I'm sure they're curious about the song we unearthed. Why don't you read it aloud?
Yes, teacher.
Song?
Eight-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Through pulses of earth doth base nature's flow, as he awaits the time of awakening. 4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn, in sight of the full crimson moon. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Therians?
Essentially, this ancient text you found is an annotated volume of drawings and songs pertaining to Innominat.
Annotated? Then hurry up and just tell us what it means.
I'm sorry. So far, we've only figured out how to read the song lyrics.
All right.
I take it we're still in for a good long wait before it's thoroughly decrypted.
Likely so, but if we want to find out what the Abbey is up to, we need to know what's in this book, no matter how long it takes.
What the Abbey's up to, is it?
I think we can learn much, even from the lyrics alone. The drawings depict him with 8 heads. One of them belongs to his main body, but the other 7 are his mouths. Those mouths consume malevolence,
sending it along Earth pulses back to that main body so he can awaken. The 7 monsters fitting that description are called
Therians.
Right. Now as for this malevolence, I have no idea what that means.
What about the second part?
I haven't studied much ancient history, but it said this world was created by 4 Empyreans: Earth, Water, Wind, and Fire. But they also call Innominat an Empyrean. Perhaps a war broke out between Innominat and the other Empyreans that resulted in him being sealed away.
But if there is someone to connect with this divine power, the Therians will keep spawning. And just like that, Innominat will be revived. If we assume that Shepherd Artorius fits that bill, and that he's trying to reawaken Innominat, everything lines up.
Which means our job is to find these Therians and cut off Innominat's heads, so to speak.
But where do we even start looking for them?
Remember, the song states that the Therians in Innominat's body are connected through Earth pulses. If their job is to feed Innominat, the most effective place to position them would be at the Earth pulse points.
Points?
The places where the power of Earth pulses is concentrated.
Places with that sigil. Hey, remember the barrier that was keeping this bug in the forest?
Wait, are you trying to say that thing's a Therian? And yet, it would explain why the Abbey was keeping it locked up.
And there was that same barrier at the villa, too.
That's right. Do you suppose that was also a Therian? Does that mean the Therians all come in different forms?
Should we go to Logres and check?
We've just started deciphering the book. I'd hate to lose time on some fool's errand. I'd rather know at least a little more about what's in it before we make a move.
Something bothering you, Grim?
This line. The one about Therians being forever reborn.
I just felt the same thing as I did in Warg Forest.
The needle's pointing in the direction of Amenoch's temple, Palamedes. Do I recall hearing that the Abbey took that over?
Temples and ritual sites are often built on places thought to be rich in spiritual energy. Could the temple possibly be an Earth pulse point?
There's lots of Earth pulse points scattered all over the world. If there's only 7 Therians, most of them will be empty.
It's not like we have any better leads. If there's even a chance, shouldn't we go check it out?
Better than sitting around waiting on the book. If nothing else, we'll find out what Laphicet is sensing. Just a theory, but if you were to kill a Therian... What? I guess there's only one way to find out. Never mind. Good luck out there.
You ever pretend to be something you're not?
Who are you?
The innkeeper's daughter. I happened to overhear you all talking about going to Palamedes, and...
Did you report us to the Abbey?
Report? But you already have an exorcist with you.
If you have any business, talk with her then.
I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. How might I be of service?
I want you to look for someone. A mother and her child went to visit the Abbey grounds, but they haven't returned.
They've both gone missing?
Yes. The mother's name is Mahina. She's a priestess of Aminoch. And her little daughter's name is Kamoana.
Hold on. If she's a priestess of Aminoch...
Right. Ever since the Abbey booted her out from the temple, she's been regularly going back to make her objections heard. But one day, she never returned home. And now her daughter has disappeared too. I can only assume that she went to go look for her mother.
And you believe they're being held at the temple?
Oh no, ma'am. I just can't imagine Mahina would abandon her daughter like that. Kamoana is next in line to succeed her, so she's had a strict upbringing, but her mother truly loves her. Please forgive Mahina for her protests. I was just hoping you could use the Abbey's resources to track them down.
I will do everything in my power to find them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like Kamoana, I grew up with only my mother as family. I can't help but worry for them.
Of course.
Let's be off, Miss Exorcist. Eleanor, what's your game here?
The mother and daughter, you mean? That's on me. I'll search for them myself.
I don't care about that.
Well, what then?
Why are you actively helping us decipher the book, when we're using it to thwart the Abbey's plans?
You think I might be deliberately misleading you? Laying a trap of some sort for you all?
Are you?
I think you're a lot of things, Demon. But foolish is not one of them. I want to know the truth. I want to know what Lord Artorius is trying to accomplish. And there's something happening in the world right now. I want to know what it is. Unfortunately, little old Eleanor has never been deemed trustworthy enough to be given such information. So, my only option is to find out for myself.
You've got the soul searching down at least.
The Abbey and your band of rogues follow two different paths. But something tells me either will lead me to the same destination.
And so you don't see any need to lie to us?
Exactly.
And what'll you do if those truths don't line up cleanly with what you believe?
I'm not sure yet.
As honest an answer as any. Either way, it looks like you'll be working with us for the near future.
Yes, for now.
Hey, could I ask you something?
What is it?
About the Therians. I've heard you call yourself a Therian before. Is there any particular insight you have about them?
No, none. Artorius said I was one, that's all.
And that doesn't bother you?
Does it bother you?
Nope, not at all. If you're not worried, then neither am I.
I'm surrounded by freaks. But was that truly the reason Ceres chose me?
You saw my post. Hello, Rampart. I am here to make your day more enjoyable. I am the sexy thief. Right? You married this. Actually, we'll take that part.
I'm a girl myself, so I didn't
That's what I said. They'll use the potato sack, put them over their body, and take them home. That's how I got married. It is called an idiom, a metaphor. There's a lot of girls out there. If one rejects you, there's another more. You really want to get a girl really fast, go to Japan. They'll actually go for a person who's not Japanese.
It was a close one,
on the bright side,
but I am the victor.
I am very to hear that about the divorce. I do not know how it's gonna feel. One day you might go through it. I hope not. But yeah, I hope you will be a lot more better later on. And also, is your family okay with the one stroke? You can talk to me about that one. Program and stuff, mobile again. And I don't know if it's fully short, otherwise, it wasn't really more let me know, we're going to talk more about it. We're telling I just got paperwork from Social Security that I took the time.
It looks like no one is injured.
Court, go call my lawyer. Actually, I can't call my lawyer tomorrow. You know why? Martin Luther King's Day, so everything's been closed. So I called him on Tuesday when I'm at school and filed court. So Ashley set up Etsy so we can be selling her artwork and my miniature artwork. And probably into a GoFundMe page by the end of this beginning of February because it's very hard to basically survive without very little assistance right now. But anyhow, man, hope everything goes well with you, F-Fart. Let me know if you want to talk to me privately on Facebook. Join the Facebook group on the bottom. You can message me privately. I usually really quick with that. Idiot, I was being metaphorical. It's my response to my previous statement. It was rather humorous and helpful at the same time. Yeah. You know other things that might help you as well? Go to plentyoffish.com. That's how we met. It's a free dating site that you can try and talk to. We were talking, texting, then Skyping for 3 to 4 months before we actually started dating.
for a month.
Then before we started dating.
We Skyped for over a month and then we started.
So yeah, you know, I believe in you. She made that. She put her heart and soul in making that video for you. About what you can do to get power with talking to a human, right?
Yeah.
You're so in tune with the game.
Yeah.
So in tune. That's possible. Well, Ash's gonna take over the YouTube site more often now this week. I gotta show her how to set all this stuff up, so she can do art, play games and stuff like that, so that when I'm at school, she can get. You got one sub back for me, 2 folk now. But if you want to message me privately, Vortex, you can do it on the Facebook group. I'll add you guys in. Join. We can talk to you privately. I can talk to you privately. Tell us no. We're here to help you. There's a website called Plenty of Fish. You feel
Even a short weapon is effective up close.
And
that, you
training
gotta
it
pay for
can
that.
help it get even closer.
You want a free site. You want to pay for the
You don't
site.
want to do plenty of sex.
Why?
It's becoming nothing but a sex site.
I think that he needs some real experience. Experience is the key.
Or
Right?
that's what all my mom was attracting.
Yeah.
I think that's every dating site. There's the ones that just want that.
Let's see here. Rampart. On the sick family member situation, progress is happening, but it's slow. On the divorce situation, it's great that it's almost over. She changed and shit needed to end. Divorce is a good thing. You know?
I've stayed the same.
No. She became lazier.
I was always lazy.
Worse.
You knew that.
Worse in the military base housing. Oh my god. She doesn't. I had to cook, clean, laundry, everything. She just sit there eating potato chip,
I'm
watching
better
TV.
over here than I was.
Well, you're gonna be cleaning the house when mom starts working again.
And you're
I'll
gonna
be-
be cooking.
I'll be cooking cat food on the grill. But yeah,
Look at this hat.
you know,
Look.
always pursue your happiness. I tell people. I can't because I'm not that mobile anymore. I'm going to find her video because I refuse to let Ashley's video go to waste. We've been talking to this multiple times. Go to the playlist of anime updates and more, and scroll down. You'll see it. Dragon texted. Epsy, nice. Finally, hell yes. I'll text that. We're gonna add more.
You guys say it's you.
Go play.
I'm taking a little break now. Oh, this headset.